Hi, I'm Michaela Wilson. What we're talking about today is the pendulums in your life. Pendulums are when your life starts out way too far in one direction, and you try to make a change, and you take it way too far in the other direction. It's easy to happen. We go through bad experiences, our hearts get broken, we get burned by the world, we get burned by coworkers, sometimes we even get burned by our closest family and friends. We look at the situation and say, I am not going to hurt like that again, right? I am not going to let that happen to me ever again. And what we do is we start to make changes. We make changes so that we can build walls sometimes. Sometimes we run away. I'll be running, right? So then you run away and you build your walls and you go so far, or somewhere along the way you were at a healthy point. But now you go up here and you're back in the opposite situation of what you were in the first time. And your life is still a wreck. And you look around and you say, why? Why? After everything I've done, after everything I've worked for, is it still not aligning like I want it to? It's because we let it go too far. How we avoid this is we have to look into our lives and say, not just, I'm never going to do this again, or I'm never going to let this happen again, or I'm never going to hurt again. Okay? Going to those kind of extremes is automatically going to take you to the other extreme. What you want to do is say, I'm going to come at this situation from a healthy place. Right? If you have let coworkers take advantage of you, and they've run all over you, and they've gossiped about you, and you stabbed in the back, if you go too far with the other direction, maybe you start returning the favor. Don't do that. Or maybe you cut yourself off from your coworkers, so now you're isolated at work. That's not going to do you any good, is it? Solitude. All kinds of bad things can happen by saying, I'm never going to let this happen again, and trying to change it. Instead of running away from something, and instead of building walls, if we make it a goal to run towards something and say, you know what, the better place to be is over here. The better place to be is to have coworkers that are good to me and that are loyal to me, to have friends that are good to me and loyal to me, is to create a situation in my life that's better than I have it now. How you avoid that pendulum swing is by identifying what the better situation is, and then identifying the steps it takes to work towards it. What needs to be done in you? Think about it. It's our belief systems that create our decision makings, that creates our patterns in our lives, our behaviors. And our behaviors create our circumstances. Come on. Victim days are over. They're out of style. That is so last century. It is time to be accountable and say, what did I do to create this life for myself? And now it stings a little, right? Because you want to say, but it happened to me, and so didn't love me, and so stabbed me in the back, and the economy, I lost my job. Screw it. You gotta say, what power do I have in this situation? What power did I have then? What power do I have now? And where do I want to go? Okay? And that's going to pull that pendulum, because you're coming from a place of strength. Strength is power, power is strength, right? You're coming from a place of strength, and you're saying, I have the power to get what I want out of this. I have the power to see what it takes to get me to where I want to be. Okay? This is a very different approach than running away and building walls. All right? What you're going to do is when your pendulum starts out over here, and you're in a situation that you don't like, you have a lifestyle pattern that you don't like, something that's not aligning with your truth, right? And instead of running away and ended up over here, you'd be running, right? Okay, instead of doing that, what you're going to do is you're going to start out over here and say, what I want to be is right there. Right there. I'm going to line up with where I want my life to be. I've identified it. I'm going to identify the steps I want to take. We already talked about the first one. What do I do in this situation? Okay? Second, you want to identify what do you have going for you. What advantages do you have? Let's talk about your education. Let's talk about your personality characteristics. Let's talk about your character, right? Little integrity goes a long, long way. Yes, sir, it does. So what do I have on my side that I can use? Now, don't start talking to me saying, I don't have anything, I've never gotten anywhere, why me, everybody's all better than I am. Psh, that's never going to get you anywhere. What you want to do is you have got something that you can work with. Okay? You've got something that you can work with. Do what you can do today. So the first step you're going to take is identify the power you have in the situation. What can I do? Okay? Second, you're going to identify what it is that you need to, that you have in resources to get you to where you want to be. Okay? Third, your final step, you need to do what you can do today. I'm going to say that again because this one is the big one. You can have the other two, but if you don't do number 3, it's not going to happen. All right? So number 3, do what you can do today. I promise you, the laws of the universe align it so that you have exactly what you need at all times to take your life to the next step. And if you're feeling like you're in a rut, if you're feeling like you're in a place where you're doing the same thing over and over, right, it's because you're not using what you have. Simple. Or if you're just creating one negative situation after another, right, you're not using what you have to get you in the zone, to get you where you want to be. Always have exactly what you need. Stop swinging that pendulum in your life. Take control. Take the power that you've got, use the resources that you have, and do what you can do today. It's an amazing life. You just have to go out there and claim it as yours and do what it takes to get it. I love you so much.